Hello everyone, and welcome to my new series called Retrograde Shadow Work. I see that we can take advantage of the Mars energy. The Mars energy when entering its ruler sign of Aries in 28th of June, where it will go back and forth until early January next year. And Mars in Aries is about telling the truth, bluntly, not so politely, but squeeze out the truth. And since we also have many of our planets doing retrograde during this summer and this fall and early winter. So retrograde is to look back and finalize and redo what's need to be redone to create the new, to make place for new stuff. And I see this series about shadow work, retrograde shadow work, is a way for you to process and get rid of things that not need anymore, that not serves you anymore, to make space for the new that is coming that's coming now in the society, in the collective. And for that work, I have brought forward 5 oracle decks: the Les Vampires, the Alice of Wonderland oracle, the Chacholi oracle, Gods and Titans, and Goddesses and Sirens, to trigger and process. And today we will make 5 cards, and then I will come back in a few weeks and see what happened. Would be very happy if you could comment what's happening to you, so when I come back in a few weeks we can go through your comments and see what you have learned, what this work has triggered, and that could be useful for other persons also doing the shadow work. And then I will add some new cards or new dynamic each time to get deeper and deeper and deeper down into what this could signify for you and what development it could take to release or integrate. And you know, on YouTube and on Google there is lots of videos and information about shadow work, so I will not spend so much time here to talk about how it works and why to do, more than release and let go of things you don't need or that's blocking you. I will focus more on actually doing shadow work and be the help and support to you to actually doing it, and guide you and follow you and support you in that work. To see your life path, to help you to your self-leadership and creating stronger and more vital relationships in your life. I couldn't help but putting out the story, because the tarot card has the capability of telling the story about shadow work. So I will use the cards here to give you that story. And we start here with the Four of Cups. Four Cups signifies a standstill, apathy, and not moving forward, feeling stuck here. And here comes the offering of the fourth cup, but not be able to receive things that are given to you. So that could be something that is telling you that you have something to work on. You don't have any energy and you feel stuck. Another symptom of that you have something that you need to let go of is the Nine of Swords here. Worries. How should I do? This not working. I need to change this, but I don't know how to change it. Should I go this way or this path? Feeling stuck, that knowing I need to do something. It's my emotions, my body, my mind tell me that I'm not, something is not right, but I don't know how to fix it. And my perception about that will be shown here with the Five of Wands, that this struggle is not a struggle with other people. It's about your sub-personalities, that you have different sub-personalities within you that are fighting. Oh, I want to meet a new person. I need to feel loved and give loved. And being in a relationship with someone. And then you have another part within you that, yeah, but do you remember how it went last time? You get abandoned, you got hurt, you was crying, feeling very sad. I don't want to have any close relationship with anyone because that will make me hurt. And then the struggle is going on inside to feeling I need love, I need connection, I want to be in relationship. And the other party says, no, you will only get hurt. This will not be feeling well. So this inner battle taking place and not knowing what to do. And that eat a lot of energy. And from the Checholi Tarot, I brought this card, the One of Cups, where the little girl here, or the girl here, holds all her, or some of her sub-personalities, and try to make them work together, to make them aligned, or at least stop the battle, get to know each other better. So this is a part of this shadow work, to find out what parts within me are in a battle and how can I get them not make me feel struggling and not knowing what to do. Because this is about having resources, the Four of Pentacles, but holding too tight to something that serves me very shortly. I have a gain right now. I will not get hurt. But I will not get any abundance because I'm stuck here. And it is a mind game within yourself about pros and cons and hidden emotions that get activated when you start to think about things that have hurt you before, backwards to your childhood or something that has happened recently. So the Eight of Swords here signifies that you have an internal battle, but it's self-created, consciously or subconsciously. And the stuckness here in the Five of Cups is that you see what lost, but you don't see what you actually have, both emotionally and resource-wise. Like the Five of Pentacles that have the sense of poverty, not having, and not seeing that within the doors here of the church, just enter the gates and then you will receive help. So it is within reach, but we are not we don't have the possibility to access it. And like the Devil card shows for us that when we are stuck, hold with something here, hold by the devil, you see the chains here that holds us stuck. The opening is very big here. You just have to take off the chains and then you will be free. So you have the possibility to be free. It's only you need to take that decision. So how to break free from these constraints, this fight? Because what we want is to be able to give and receive invitations to relationships. And we all have abundance within us that we can share with others. To have great relationships, to be together with other people. And the Lovers cards here, in this context, will have two significations. The Lover card, the number 6 of the Major Arcana, is about taking a decision. And it's also about to merge the duality, or at least get the duality to have less fights and start to accept that, okay, I have the sense of hurt and I have the need of love, that both these feelings can exist together and not need to fight each other. But when you take the decision to go into shadow work, here is a card from this deck, the Checholi Oracle, that when we have this Pinocchio here looking under the skirt, under this girl, and when you put your nose and dig into places, it can feel like, I shouldn't do that because this is very intimidating. This is very, this could hurt me, and maybe I should keep my nose out of this. So shadow work can be very challenging. You can feel very upset, be crying and feeling that I add more of worries and senses of feeling stuck. But so that is something that is needed to be taken a decision on, how to actually, I will do this, even though, because not everyone will get the sense of feeling hurt. Some will get the sense of relief very quick, and some will have a long path before finding the way to actually handling these subpersonalities, to get them to coexist and not fight each other. But when you make this decision to take a path to something new, there is also a decision about that I need to leave a belief that I have that firmly keeping me stuck, that I need to know that to create something new, the new sun, that new start that comes after death, I need to leave something to be able to create something new. So the Ten of Swords here show I need to surrender. I need to accept that I need to give up some beliefs that's holding me and jump on the fool's journey. I will do the soul searching, the shadow work, to see what new things I need to make. And of course, there is a need, like the hermit here, to go in within yourself and see, look for what's not working and what the conflicts are about, and need to put the swords to rest and contemplate recharging. And like the hangman, okay, I have the sense of stuckness, but I know I need to have a new perspective on this solution. And this process of going within yourself, searching and contemplating, and put down the fight, stop fighting. I don't want to feel like this. I don't want, and the avoidance. You will find a new way of creating your life, approaching your life, viewing yourself, viewing your subpersonalities. And you will take the decision that I will do in a new way to approach this problem that's getting me stuck. And of course, you will have the old way and the new way, both in focus. If I go the old way, I will get the same result. If I go the new way, I will get a new result. And sometimes I go the old way because I did forget to make an active choice about actually trying the new road I have seen here. So there will be a rocky road, doing the old way and doing the new way, until the new way start to feel not so dramatic, not so worrying and not so scary. So this could be like the Seven of Pentacles, that when the seed is created, it will grow, but sometimes we need to have patience that it will grow slowly, and we need to wait. And sometimes we need to go back and maybe think, okay, I had a solution, but I need to look for another solution also. And do like the Eight of Pentacles. do the training, do the hard work, and sometimes it feels easy, and sometimes it will feel like a hard work and very challenging and scary, mostly scary. But the final result is that your two sub-personalities can coexist together. So that's the goal here, to get these sub-personalities that are fighting within you to accept that they both exist and need to coexist, and put in use the one that serves you the best in each moment. Okay, I want to meet something, I need love, I want love. So I need to take care of the one that tells me, you know how it feels to get hurt if it don't work out, if you invest in a lot in this. And yeah, you say, I know that, but I carry you, my worry, close to me here, and I see you. So don't be afraid. But this is important to me, to have someone to love, to give love, to receive love. That is my life path. This is important values to me. And if I let you, the other sub-personality, control me not doing my life, I will not having my energy, my life energy cups refilled and abundant. So that's my story with the tarot cards here. And I prepared a checklist here for you if you want something more sturdy to hold on. So I prepared a checklist here. So first, of course, we need to create awareness that we are stuck and diffuse from this belief. So I guess the first is awareness, and also give it a name. The scary inner child that protects me from getting hurt in love. For example, you give it a name that suits you. And also forgiveness, acceptance, the integration part. Not try to, I want to lose this feeling, I want to hide it, I want to suppress it, I want to get rid of it. Because it is a part of you that is protecting you. But the protective voice is the voice of the scared one that need to be looked at and taken care of. And accept that, yes, I am scared. This part of me is scared. And also create perspective. Acknowledge your inner observer that, okay, I have all these sub-personalities, and I have this one that is very scared, that don't want to be hurt. And I have the other one that want to experience life, to be on my path in life. That you can differ between walking my path and creating my life and avoiding life, the scared part. And the inner observer is the the one inside you that actually are taking the decisions. And you have a choice here. Should I act on the feeling of being afraid, or should I act on the need of walking my path, following my values? And practicing and be aware of mindfulness, that stay in the moment, even if I'm feeling afraid, even if I feel tired, that actually have the grit to make active choices and be able to make new choices. Because the stacked energy is often about thinking of what happened that I don't want to happen in the future. So it looking backwards and looking into the future, and very little about being in the present moment, experiencing life vitally. So stay in the moment, take care of feeling afraid, and actually do what creates life in your life. Now this about love and love ache. That's only one of many shadow work items that could be actual for you. So you need to think, when you get aware of what value that actually gets suppressed, that not get manifested. So what are your values that need to be honored? Give the value a name, because this value that you want to honor is something that is part of your life path. So give the subpersonality that are scared a name, and give the value that you need to honor to be on your life path also a name. So when the inner observer here are going to take an active, conscious decision, that you easily can differ between the two feelings, the two subpersonalities. And of course, you need to connect the dots between what I try to avoid is, what does that reflect back to, what do I want to do? The value. So name your new behavior, your value, and take an active decision to act on the behavior that honors your value. And then commit to action. When a situation arrives that triggers the shadow response, the avoiding this response, stop, go to your inner observer, and make a conscious decision of making the action that honor your value. Okay. But just this disclaimer here, that this can trigger trauma from your childhood. So do you know that you are fragile and don't want to be more upset in your life? Postpone this to another opportunity. Okay. So just a quick reference to shadow work is something that Carl Jung described and found out. And of course that is a very valuable start, but it's very long time ago. And for taking his work further, I used the acceptance and commitment therapy model that is called the hexagon. that is the latest third wave cognitive behavior therapy learnings that we have as tools today, now when we know more about how our psyche work and how our body work and what we need to be happy and what we need to do less of in our life to have a fruitful, growing life. So I'm just showing it. This is what my model and the process I showed you here is based on the latest research within this area of working with growing as a person. Okay, so let's get started here. So I stop this video now, and then I will do the video for your sun sign, or Mercury sign, planet, or Venus, the moon, sun rising, because all our emotions are involved here. So it's only the outer planets like Pluto, Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus that is out of this. So soon. Hello Cancer, and welcome to your shadow work process for June to December 2020, or retrograde work to be able to be better prepared for the new that will come in the collective here, that's already happening. So, and help you to release something that is not necessary in your life anymore, and let out something new that want to be more prominent in your life. So let's dive right in. Let's take the first card here from the Vampire, the Lucy Cavendish deck, and see what the card here have for information for you. And you follow me here with your card here. Jealousy, envy, punishment, changing course. Obviously, when looking at this girl with no clothes, that sense of feeling naked, feeling poor, feeling defenseless, feeling like a victim with no resources. And when looking around and see all these skeleton skulls and this dark, harsh environment, it's like the outlook of life don't look very positive. It looks very challenging and a saddening environment. So jealousy is a very stuck energy, and punishment is self-punishment. So let's see what the guidebook here has to say about this card. The blessing side, the brighter side of this card is the Lamia teaches us that you need not accept what people say about you. They are beyond their judgment. Their words are false. You need never live up to them. You are trustworthy and a beautiful soul. And the darker information about this card is there can be cruelty, bullying, and difficulty in life. There is some of this about you at present. Words can be harmful. Take steps to minimize the impact. So this pushes me in the direction that you are sensing that you are the target of gossip and mean talking, that you are being judged, and maybe they are envy you and they are punishing you because you strike something within them that makes them uneasy and sense of hurt, and they lash out on you. And since all these shadow readings can also point to something within us, that maybe you are the person that acting toward someone else or other people in your environment, and that you lash out and because you are jealous of someone. And this card shows us how harmful it can be to other people. So this can go both ways. You can be the victim or you can be the victimizer. Okay, put out next card and see what want to come out here to give more information about this shadow work for Gemini during the retrogrades season here. I want to put out this, so let's do that. And what didn't get in was investigate, look closely, ask questions, think before acting. It goes back here. So choices, feeling blocked, restrained. This brings me to this card of stuckness, not have energy, like feeling blocked, restrained, laying here on the couch, on the sofa, and something mind-boggling is going on that makes you tired. The hands here look like they lost their life. They are lifeless. So let's see what comes out in the book here for this card, the guidebook. Choices. There were doors all around the hall, but they were all locked. And when Alice had been all the way down one side and up the other, trying every door, she walked sadly down the middle, wondering how she was ever to get out again. Yeah, this is a card about stuckness. So in divination, choosing which way to go, a moment of decision, uncertain of what is best or what to do next, feeling like each door is closed, wanting to reach the next stage of your life, but not seeing a single way through. And the reversed, darker information about this card is giving up too soon, feeling daunted by challenges, or stuck in an in-between place. An unwillingness to alter habits in order to transform, reluctance to move forward, a lack of curiosity. So this jealousy that you are the victim of the victimizer, you are in a like of two of swords energy, a choice. But there are also other parts with you that are in conflict here, that putting you to stall, that you're not moving forward. So there is a need to be a creator of new perspective, of change here. I think we stop there and see the next card. What information can be added here with the Checholi Oracle card. Oh, this is a challenging card. Number 27, so it's a continuation of 26 here. So here we have the sense of feeling very wounded into this place between the breasts of a person is about, we put our hands there when we say me and I. This is the most sensitive part that represents ourselves. And here she put her breasts out on display and tried to cover with a cloth here to protect herself. So there is something here that is very scared, that's been hiding very deep in the core. The surrounding here is very, it's dark surroundings, and yet everything look very perfect here. Perfect dress, perfect hair. Also a crown showing some status. But deep within there are something fragile that is very well hidden from the outside. So let's see what this card means. Compassion. If you've been harmed by someone, your pain and anger are legitimate responses. But if you find yourself stuck in the wounded place, you can heal your heart by filling it with compassion. Compassion isn't pity or even forgiveness. It's suffering with. Putting yourself in the other person's shoes and imagining what they are going through. Even the worst people deserve some modicum of compassion. After all, you have to be pretty damaged to want to damage someone else. And the light view of this card is having compassion for someone isn't really about them at all. It's about finding peace for yourself. The dark view is more having compassion for someone doesn't mean to condone their bad behavior. So this is about, even if I feel very hurt, I can see the two sides of things. I will not go deeper down in this. you know how it feels to be hurt. So look here what we have for the archetype cards that need to add some information here for you, Cancer. Cancer, you know what it feels to be hurt. So let's see what cards want to come out. Hypnose, sleep. So Hypnose put a finger crossing his mouth. Also see he has wings on his helmet or something around his, from his face, and wings on his underarms. So there is something, hypnosis can be very swift. So sleep can be swift. Let's see what wants to be said here about hypnosis. In the guidebook. Being aware and spiritually awake is vital to develop our highest potential. Allowing full rest is vital to self-care. Okay. And the shadow side, if hypnosis isn't granting you his gift of rest and uninterrupted sleep, it will have substantial effects on your body and mind. Those who can't sleep experience negative effects relating not only to mental ability, but also to metabolism, weight, concentration, decision-making, and vision. Our bodies need to sleep and dream in order to our brains to rest and process things accurately. On the other hand, if you are sleeping too much, disconnecting from the world by slipping away with hypnosis, you may well be depressed or lacking in energy, both situations in which you should reach out for help. You also want to be sure you aren't sleeping through things that may be important. We all enjoy sleeping in and catching up on sleep at times, but we don't want to let it cause us to miss out on things happening in the waking world. Spiritually speaking, if we remain asleep to our potential, our reality and our purposeful path, it benefits no one. Awaken, dear sleeper. So, for me, this is talking about stressful reactions and avoidance. Not sleeping can be a stressful reaction to what's happening within you. And sleeping too much could be a way for someone to, if I sleep, I don't have this bad feelings that I need to deal with when I'm awake. So if I fall asleep from my problems for a moment, for a time. So this is to be taking care of yourself and being the present moment. And let's take out the final card here. The archetype, another archetype card of female energy from goddesses and sirens. That was too many, so we continue to shuffle here. Who's Jemaya. Let's see if Jemaya comes back here, if she wants to show herself again. No, Aphrodite, self-love, wants to come out here and give you Cancer guidance. Let's read the book directly, because I think everyone knows who Aphrodite is about. And self-love looks like an energy we could help us here. Romantic love comes into focus. Build your love from self, from inside out. You only fear because you lack self-love and acceptance. Jealousy is unnecessary. Wow, how could jealousy is unnecessary? Okay. Let's read the shadow side of this card. To hunger for a romantic partner to complete us rather than developing love for ourselves is a path that seldom leads to happiness. Codependent relationships are based on a meshing of identities rather than two individuals gaining love and support from each other. Although Hollywood and romance novels try to sell us the idea that we can never be happy without a partner, this is far from the truth. Desperate love, one that borders on obsession, does not end well. So what I bring from this card is that jealousy has something to do with not enough self-love and codependence. So, and finding the love from within to support our sense of feeling hurt. They tell me to stop talking. Okay, so I leave you with connecting the dots here with jealousy, choices, the hurtness from within, hypnosis, sleeping, and Aphrodite, self-love. And next time we meet in a fortnight, I hope you will comment on this process you've been viewing here right now, what was coming up within you, so you can share that with me and the rest of the world. So I can bring in that in the extended update in a fortnight. And I will use the Techoli Tarot cards to make some deepening clarifications here. And maybe some additional oracle cards. So process this for a fortnight, and I see you again. And don't forget to comment below. And if you did like this process, please hit the like button and please subscribe. And I see you again in a fortnight. Bye bye, Cancer.